Hello everybody, my name is Hocus Pocus and welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. This is episode 88 of the series, and if you're with me for episode 87, you'll remember that we did a little bit of work here, a little bit of work there, and also tidied up the slime block elevator, which is just behind me. I can hear some really weird sounds going on. I don't know if you can hear those. I don't know what it is though. Oh well, I'm getting sidetracked here. Anyway, today we are going to be working on something outside, so without further ado, why don't we head outside and find out what that is? Okay, you guys, so today we are going to be doing something about this build here. Of course, the house I was a little bit skeptical of when we were building it. And I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and tear it down because I don't want to have builds in the world that I'm unhappy with. And at the moment, I'm not exactly best pleased with it. So what we'll do is we'll tear it down, flatten out the floor beneath it again, the ground beneath it for another build. And we'll just follow a tutorial instead. And of course, if that tutorial contains some parts of the build that I don't exactly like, we can make our own changes and our own sort of interpretations of the build itself. But quickly, in a time lapse, we're going to get rid of this initial build, and then we can move on to reconstructing something that I'm a bit more pleased with, a bit more happy with, and ultimately content with to stick around in the world. Okay, so here lies before us a new flat piece of land which was built on top of but not to specifications of desire, I guess. So we've tore it down, the house that I built, and we're going to start completely afresh. We'll get rid of that guy as well just to make sure that we got a clean plot of land. So as I said, I'm going to probably scour YouTube for a few minutes, have a look at some tutorials on medieval style houses is what I'm going for here. And then we'll try and find one that fits in the area because it's not the biggest area, but it's probably about 2 chunks maybe at a push. So we'll try and find something that can fit in this allotment of land. And then once we've got that design selected, we can come back and begin the build. So we have found our tutorial, and the video is one by a YouTuber called MythicalSausage. Some of you guys may have seen him before. He does some quite awesome builds actually, so it's good for him. And we are going to be following his house tutorial as I stated. Of course, I'll link that video down in the description below. And at the moment, we have the floor plan in place. So I do believe the entrance is going to be around here somewhere. So I've tried to line this area up here with the center of our pagoda exit entrance type thing down to our mine, so that when we eventually build some stairs coming up, it can line up with this section of the house here. This sort of, I don't know what it is, to be honest, but it sticks out from the rest of the house. You can probably tell where I'm going with that anyway. So we're going to just work on building this up from the ground, and then we'll see how things get on. And obviously I'll bring you guys back in for periodic updates, so let's get to the build. Making good progress here with the house, you guys. I'm just finishing laying down the floor for the first level, and of course the sun is going down, so we're gonna have to sleep very soon. But once I get this in place, I'll give you guys a quick overview of what we've got so far. I'm gonna need some more planks, however. Do we have any? That's the problem. We've got 17 right there, so I'll lay these final 17 down, then we'll take a look at it all combined. I don't think there's gonna be enough, but I can quickly grow some more spruce trees in a second. They're not too hard to come by. So at the moment, this is what we've got. We've just raised things up slightly. We've got this little balcony running down the side. Of course, this is all part of a tutorial. This is not my own work. I've just changed up the textures ever so slightly. So this is what we have. Everything's just ever so slightly raised up, and we've got this little fence going around the side as well. Chimney's coming on nicely. Of course, we just got to lay down the rest of the spruce planks for the floor. My words are struggling to get out, but of course we are making nice progress, so I'll bring you guys back in another second. As you guys can see, we are starting to build up the walls here of our house and making good progress on the tutorial. So let's just run through a few of the basic ideas and concepts in this build. So the palette, of course, is the dark oak and the stripped birch. So usually what we'll go ahead and do is place in 3 stripped birch like this. Three strip birch here. Then you want to bring up the dark oak as well. Bring that up alongside the birch. And then just do a small cross beam like that, of course. And then you want to go ahead and strip the birch like so. And there you have that. And then you want to bring another cross beam in the middle. Then you want to go ahead and place an upside down spruce stair in the gap there, and just underneath the spruce stairs you can go ahead and place some glass panes. This allows you to produce a window. So in the video, Mythical Sausage said that he was going for a Tudor style, which is of course why the use of the birch comes in like that, the white texture that they usually do have in these Tudor builds. But so far it's looking really good. So we've got our doorway there, we've got another small window in here, and then of course on the inside we've got this big open area, which is quite nice, a small nook going out there. So we're gonna advance on to now building the back walls, and then of course as we usually do, I'll bring you guys back in and we can see where we are at with the build. Alright guys, so check this out. We're starting to expand on the first floor, and the front of the house is developing nicely. It looks very good actually. It's a good tutorial so far. So if we come up the stairs and through the entrance, you guys can see we've got the first level walls in place. Chimney, we ran out of clay, but of course we'll go and harvest that soon and build it up. But at the moment, yeah, everything's going smoothly, and we are starting to get this second layer in place. I don't really know where the tutorial goes from here, so we can't build anything on camera, unfortunately. I have to watch it. But I just wanted to show you guys that the first floor is almost complete, and we are beginning to take this up to the next level, which is great. Alright you guys, so I'm still trudging away here at the house. It's taking quite a while, to be honest. I've been building for a good couple of hours now. So let's go ahead and get an aerial view of this thing. Of course, the second floor walls are just about in place, and the only thing that we're really missing is the chimney at the back. So we can come up here for another view. So as you can see, the chimney is sort of it's collapsed at the moment because we don't have enough materials for it, but we will eventually go and harvest them and build it up, as I say. We've got our little balcony that wraps around there. We've got another little nook kind of balcony at the front. But aside from that, everything is going smoothly and to plan. So I think the next step in the video is to add a ceiling, or a roof, I should say. And that is going to be quite tough, I imagine. So I'm going to go and grab this spruce log here quickly, because it's always useful to have as many materials as possible. This is what it's like from the inside. Of course, not over the top detailed on the inside, but that's fine. It's the outside that we care about mainly. So let me carry on building here. As I say, next step, I think, is the roof. That could be a tough one. Let's get it built. Still going strong with the build here, you guys, so don't worry about me. I'm just working away, as I say. Just replacing a few little bits that I mixed up here. So we actually need a spruce stripe running through the middle. Or we don't need it, but I saw it in the video and it looks pretty cool, so I'm going to do that. So let's pop that in. And we need a spruce stair, and it meets up in the middle like this. So the ceiling, or the roof I should say, because we're outside of it, I believe that's how it works. The roof is pretty much done, and it's a really cool roof actually. Like really well done to Mythical Sausage for creating this. It is very well made. I'm just wondering, have we done something wrong there? Yeah, we have. We need to change this stair here, so let's do that as well. If we can land, we can. Good. And then we just need to pop that in like that. Let's just double check it's okay on the other side. It is. So yeah, this is how things are turning out. We've obviously lit up the inside now because we don't want any mobs spawning in here, but it's a quite grand building at the moment. So I'm not sure what the next step is, but I'm sure we're coming almost to a close now, or at least I'd hope so. We've got the roof on. Should be starting to finish up the insides a little bit now. So I'll go ahead and get working on that. And I'm hoping that we can get this house finished in today's episode. It might be a little bit of a shorter one today because I'm running out of time here. This is taking a very, very large amount of time to construct. Probably more than you would expect. So I will do my best to get it fit it into the video. But if not, of course, we can finish it another day. So let's crack on. So I'm down in small storage at the moment. I'm just collecting a few blocks that we might require for our build at the moment. So I'm just deciding here, we need to mix and match the stone brick a little bit just to give it some more texture. So I'm kind of trying to decide which blocks we should implement. So I'm thinking maybe some andesite, cracked stone brick, cobblestone, that type of thing. We're going to use some mossy cobblestone as well, I think. We'll take that up with us. I think that would probably be it though. We don't want too many textures in there. Do we have any more vines? We don't. Okay, so I'm going to have to get myself some vines as well because we're going to need a little bit more mossy cobblestone. Couldn't get my words out again there. And we're, oh god, there's a creeper right by us, isn't there? This isn't good. Right, 3, 2, 1. Nope. Okay, he didn't destroy that much. Kind of content with that, I guess. We'll just fix that for now. There's a block missing there. Couple blocks missing here. I accidentally threw my sword instead of attacking him, which of course isn't very intelligent, but we'll fix this another time because for now we're trying to do other things. That also reminds me that we need to light the base up a little bit more than we currently have. Was that a bit of gravel? It was. We can pop that straight back in there then. What would have this been here? Maybe gravel as well, probably, because gravel is probably one of the least blast resistant blocks around here. However, as I said, we'll tidy that up another time. But for now, we don't need to be using that. We need to be using that. We're going to just craft ourselves a few more bits of mossy cobblestone. Then we'll head outside and get back to work on the house. Alright, you guys. So this is what we've got so far in terms of the house and its progress. I think it's looking really good, actually. Very nice design. Of course, it isn't my own. Don't forget that. Link to the video will be down in the description. Yeah, so all good at the moment. And as I said, we are going to switch up some of this stone brick. So we want to just knock random pieces out here and there like that. And then what we want to do is, similarly to how we use our block pallets, we just want to place a few of the random blocks in like this, just to mix it up a little bit. We don't want too much flat stone brick, so let's just do the same here. We're just going to take out a few blocks, gather them up, go ahead and just pop in a few of the other textures like that, just to mix it up, and it looks good, right? So we'll carry on doing that around the outside. We also want to mix in some of this cracked stone brick, as I'd say. Yeah, that looks better, good. So we'll just place that ever so often as well. We'll get one up there. There we go. Now we can move on to the front here. So we'll do a little bit of that, that, and that. And then we'll go andesite, 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 cracked, cracked. Then we'll get some cobble in there, some cobble in there. And already this is looking much better. See, when you mix textures around, you can definitely make builds look a lot more detailed than they otherwise would be, which is one tip I would give anybody who wants to improve their building skills. I would just say, choose color palettes rather than single block types, and that will definitely improve your builds. See, this already immediately, to me at least, looks a lot better than what we already had. So just to finish up this segment here, we're going to hop up to the top and we're going to replace a few of these blocks as well. So we'll get that one out and we'll pull that one out as well. So we'll go andesite in there, we'll put a piece of cobble right in the middle, and then we'll go with some cracked stone brick around the corner there. And I think if we go ahead and put one more in there, that will just about do it. So we'll take a step back for a second and look at this before we move on to the next part. So there we go. Yep, looking a lot better, especially to me at least. All right, and then before we go ahead and fix the remainder of the stone brick, we're just going to pull out a few of these cobblestone blocks like so. And based on my inventory earlier, you might have already guessed what we're going to do here. But to mix things up, and oh, we've got some rain. That's something that doesn't happen very often. To mix things up here, we're just going to go ahead and put a bit of mossy cobblestone in like this. And I think that'll work well, just to mix it up a little bit, add a bit of color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and replace a few more of the stone brick blocks around the rest of the build. Just doing what we're doing here. like so, and then I'll bring you guys back in when we got something else to show you. Alright you guys, welcome back to the video for the very last time. I'm sorry that this one today is a little bit shorter, but as I said, this is taking a very long time and I'm actually running out of recording time here, so I figured that we'll just cut it short for today. It shouldn't be too bad, should be over 15 minutes, which I hope is good enough for you guys. But again, I apologize for a bit of a shorter one today. So we went ahead and changed up all of the stone brick around the build, and of course we were flying around there just to give you guys a little bit of a better view. And we've also gone ahead and put some of the mossy cobblestone in on this veranda area here, so that looks quite cool. Then if we come around the other side here, just around the corner, we've got this overhang that needs fixing eventually as well. If we come around this corner, you can see, again, mixed in all of the colors, the textures, the color is relatively the same. We need to develop the chimney and bring it up to scratch. At the moment, it's very low. We need the clay for that, though. We don't currently have it. And then coming around the sides, again, we have some nice detail, and the same all the way around. So this is how it's looking at the moment. Let's go and get a view from a distance. So coming back here, you can see we've got this nice bay window as well on the bigger portion that protrudes from the build. We'll go ahead and take a look at the other side from up here. There we go. Yeah, so this is a definite improvement on what I came up with last time, and I really, as I said, really do like this build. So for one final time, if you want to follow something like this and get a similar type of output, go ahead and check the video description. Of course, it isn't finished yet. We do have more work to do. We can carry that on in one of the coming episodes. But anyway, you guys, that is going to be it for now. So I really do hope that you enjoyed today's episode and that you enjoy the improvements that we made to the house down there. I definitely do like them so far. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like down below. That will be much appreciated by myself and will definitely help the channel out. If you have any questions, suggestions, or comments in general, anything like feedback, anything you want to say to me, just pop that down in the comment section below and I'll be sure to get back to you on that. And finally, if you're new around here or haven't subscribed yet, then be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with this series and any other videos that we do decide to post. Once again, you guys, thank you very much for taking time out of your day to come and watch my video. I really do appreciate it. It's great to have you here. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye for now.